The Chicago Bulls have the lead at the end of the first half against the OKC Thunder, and then do about what you expect in the second half, end up losing the game by almost 20. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into it. And the Chicago Bulls lost 131-113 to the OKC Thunder. They get outscored 69-46 in the second half of this game, and you know, it was just a game where the Bulls just did not have enough down the stretch. Buzelis and Josh Giddey combined in this game for only 20 points, 15 of those coming from Buzelis alone. Does have 15 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block in this game. Josh Giddey, 1 for 11 in this game, 5 points, 11 assists, 7 rebounds, 5 turnovers, though, from Josh Giddey in this game. This was a game where they just completely and utterly destroyed the Chicago Bulls in the second half of this game. You get good contributions from guys like Isaac Okoro, Tre Jones, Collin Sexton. All those guys score 20 points, so you still get 3 20-point scorers in this game, which usually goes a long way to help you, except when you're facing off against the OKC Thunder, who had 25 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 21 from Cason Wallace, 18 from Jalen Williams as well. It was just a great performance by the OKC Thunder in the second half of the game. When we highlight the differences between the first half and the second half, the Chicago Bulls in the first half of this game shot the ball 55% from the field and 50% from three. The OKC Thunder shot 29% from three and 49% from the field. Then you look at how that flipped in the second half. The Bulls shoot the ball 30% from the field in the second half and 13% from three, whereas the OKC Thunder shoot 44% from the field and 33% shooting from three. See, with the Thunder not being a great three-point shooting team, when you're able to hit your three-pointers against them at a really good rate, you can create some separation there. But the Thunder are so good defensively, so many really plus perimeter defenders that if you don't keep it up, they're going to be able to come right back in the game. There's no lead that's safe with the OKC Thunder. We've seen that all season long. This game was no different. The Bulls had a 5-point lead in the first half of the game. They come back and lose by 18. That's how the Thunder play basketball. That's how sound they are with how they play the defensive side of the ball. So once they're able to take away from you what you do in the first half, that's when you have to adjust. And the Bulls had no adjustments for them in the second half of this game, whether it was by design because of the tank or whether it was by the OKC Thunder just keeping their foot on the necks of the Chicago Bulls. But the adjustments from the first half to the second half were just clear. Mike Dangolt, who was an assistant under Billy Donovan, is one of the cases where the apprentice becomes better than the master. Because he just out-schemed him as this game went on. He out-schemed him. And, despite the bad performance from Josh Giddey, the Bulls still had some performances in this game. I'm really surprised we didn't really see much of Lachlan Albrick at all in this game, considering, there is no Jalen Smith the rest of the way. We only got 3 minutes of Lachlan Albrick, but 18 minutes of Patrick Williams. I'm not mad at the 15 minutes for Leonard Miller, but, what are we doing? What are we doing? But again, this was a scheduled loss. I don't think many people gave the Bulls a chance to legitimately beat the OKC Thunder, and they shouldn't, because the Bulls are that bad of a basketball team. But it was real evident today that it was just tough. It was rough for this team. They couldn't get it together. And as it's a game where you really needed Josh Giddey to wake up in the second half of this game. He was 0-8 from three-point line today. That's just unacceptable. Bulls are going to win a lot of games where Josh Giddey doesn't affect it in that way. So that's just the downside to it. Only hit three-pointer in the second half. Bulls suck. Can't wait for the season to end. Hey, listen, we already finally mathematically eliminated from the play. And I'm surprised so many people are like, oh, my God, we still can make the play. It's like, we're not making the play. This team is way too rough around the edges to make the play. Sexton continues to look pretty good. Listen, Sexton, I've said it. He's earned his spot to come back and be on the bench for the Chicago Bulls. Cardiac Bulls had us with this one. No, listen, I can't say that. Listen, if you let a 5-point lead against the Thunder make you think the Bulls are going to do something, man, no. I think it was a 28-4 run. Giddey played like Cheeks tonight. Definitely Cheeks today. No more small guards on this team. I love Tre, but trade him because he has value and Rob can go too. Yeah, no, why would you if they trade, great. But because I do expect AK to want to get this team right back to being competitive, wouldn't be surprised if he stays on the team. Do you truly have 100% certainty that Josh Giddey can be a high-level star for us? Because, yes, stars have games like this. Like, Josh Giddey can be a star on a team. Now, the question isn't about can he be a star. It's, all right, do you need a player better than him or a player at least as good as him if you want to actually turn into a contender in the East? And you're going to have a solid built team regardless. That's the question. Yeah, Josh Giddey right now is showing himself to be, he's a playmaking star who can step up and score for you, but you need a isolation, give me the ball, I'm going to put the team on my back scorer. You need that to go along with Josh Giddey. And the Bulls don't have that yet. Modest isn't that guy yet either, even if he ends up turning into that guy. Giddey was trash as hell. Good, the season almost over with. Other news, Kobe's been hooping with the Hornets. Listen, I keep telling them, that's why all the Kobe haters like this, Kobe's trash. No, they're like, you know how many people are like, oh, Kobe and Io wouldn't even play good roles on winning teams. Look at them, both on winning teams, looking pretty damn good, especially Io DeSumo. I understand that we're supposed to be losing, but a 15-0 run, that's how you know a coach needs to get a hold of his team. Teams go on runs every day, B. You think that you just asked that. I just answered that question. The Bulls can have a 40-point lead, and I won't even be happy. They have shown that no lead's safe at all for this Bulls team. We're not good enough on both sides of the ball. Like, the only way that leads aren't really safe in the NBA in general anymore, right? But the only way that you can really safeguard your leads is that if you are a sound two-way team, right? You need to be because even if your offense stalls, you need to have a good defense to default on, right? That's why we see so many leads be able to be given up in the NBA, is because while teams can get out in offensive leads, it's so much of an offensive league right now that unless you have the defense to stop another team, you're going to eventually go on a drought. You're going to eventually slow down, and that's where things get interesting, right? And that's basically what happened today. Like, yeah, the Bulls shot the ball hot as hell in the first half of the game, but the OKC Thunder, they know what their defense is capable of. They knew that there was no need to press. They knew that it was going to come around for them. They knew that. Hold on, texting my daughter, y'all. Rob was so ass he had more fouls than points. Listen, Rob Dillingham goes up and down. Like, it is what it is. Like, Rob Dillingham is gonna have some games where it's good. Like, and that's why I say, like, even when Rob Dillingham had those 5 straight games in a row, right, where it was really good, 3 out of those 5 games, most of those stats came in garbage time. And I don't say this like to shit on Rob Dillingham at all. I just say it to be like, one thing that Rob Dillingham is going to show, if he's going to want to roll on this, if he's going to earn a role on this team next season, he's going to have to prove that he can be consistent. And he's just not done that yet. Or say what you will about Tre Jones, and sometimes Tre Jones has, he has an aversion to taking some shots sometimes, but you pretty much know the performance you're going to be able to get from Tre Jones day in and day out. You don't have that with Rob. Patrick Williams would be the Bulls like Velus Jones is for the Bears. At least they got rid of his ass. Like, they didn't have Velus around for 6-7 years. Like, P. Will's going to be here 7 years next season. 7. Until the third quarter, Bulls showing some fight. Good game by Miller, Okoro, Sexton, especially Tre, who keep fighting and cooking OKC defense until the end. But he was alone in that fight, left alone by Josh. Left alone by more than just Josh. Like, a lot of other players didn't step up today. I don't care about losing, but damn, it's how you lose, because we were competing in the first 2. If this hadn't been a competitive loss, I would have been okay. Terrible coaching. Well, Shai, we know Shai's now going to double down on everything coaching because he knows all the rumors around Billy Donovan. So most of Shai's talking points are going to be around coaching, y'all. For some reason, Billy don't play lock. I don't know why Billy doesn't play lock and all brick. Like at this point in the season, you have no other big. You have nothing to lose. But I said that. If you guys were watching, I think it was the daily episode, I was like, watch them. He's just going to play P. Will some small ball center. And that's basically what we saw. Play Lachlan Albrecht. Like, we got 9 games left now. Play Lachlan. Like, that's all you got to do. Play Lachlan Albrecht. What is he going to do? At worst, you're going to keep losing. At best, you find a player that, you can help, get some extra reps in here before the season ends. Bulls are up 88-80 and then down 102-88, 22-0 run until Tre Jones free throws. Bad game. P. Will over Lachlan is unacceptable. P. Will over anybody at this point is unacceptable. For the Bulls offense, you can't have Josh shooting only 1 for 3 field goals. We either fix that or this shit is not going to work the next 5 seasons. Well, I mean, the whole point is this team isn't nothing like it's going to be in the next 5 years. Hopefully. Like of course they hope like Modest and Giddy and Noah are part of that, the draft pick of this year, but hopefully it's a lot different makeup as far as how we balance it, man. Willis still got a job my first time catching y'all live, but man, what the fuck, trash bucket. Willis? You mean P. Will? Is that what you meant, P. Will? I mean, listen. That's the teacher's favorite pet, basically, is when it comes down to it. Pray we become the offseason champs like the Bears the past 3 years. We'll see what they can do. I'll say, I mean, listen, the Bulls got me saying Bears. The Bulls have all the assets in the world to improve their team this summer. They have potentially, right? I don't know what happened with Portland if Portland even played today, but potentially they got 3 picks out of the first 35 in the draft. Portland's getting their ass kicked by Dallas right now by 13, so that's not looking good. But they have that. And so you have $122 million beneath the first tax apron. You have a $20 million trade exception. Like, you are a very asset-rich team going into this offseason. And if AK really wanted to get creative, he could. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not giving the credit for it yet. I'm not going to act like it's a foregone conclusion that they are able to do something this offseason. I'm not going to act like it's impossible that they do either, but they just have to show and prove. That's all they're going to do, show and prove. So we'll see what they can do this offseason, man. Damn, I also forgot the last team we had was 6-1. The last team we had was 6-1. Yes, P. Will, what the fuck? Hey, listen, I like I said, that was our president of basketball operations' first pick on the job. I don't know why he got the extension that he got. He never should have even been on that extension, but that's where we are. That is where we are. What is Isaac Okoro's role on this team? Because he had a decent defense, but besides getting easy transition buckets or inconsistent drives, he can't create shots of his own. He's a weird archetype. No, he's not. I mean, he's just a defensive-minded player. Isaac Okoro, there are a lot of players like Isaac Okoro in the league as far as like more defensive, like specialists, right? And he can hit an open three, but he's not known as a scorer. He's defensive-minded. And I think right now the Bulls went after a specialist when we needed more than that, right? And that's fine. You gave up Lonzo for it. Lonzo is, I don't even know if he's on a basketball team right now. So, you didn't really give up much. But I think Isaac Okoro just have to be thrust into a role that his skill set really isn't suited for. If Isaac Okoro is like your defender coming off the bench, your versatile guy that can guard 2-3 positions coming off the bench, and he can hit an occasional three and slash. Like, I love it when Isaac Okoro slashes. He doesn't do it very consistently, as you pointed out. But if you can get that out of him more consistently, then great. Right? That's something that you can always afford to have on the back end of your bench. The problem is that he's asked to do so much more than that because of the state that this team is in. And that's just the reality of it. Seems just in such a bad spot that we don't really have the spot for freaking specialists right now. We need more skilled players, but hopefully that changes next season, and we'll see how it continues to go. Isaac Okoro's like a rich man Keith Bogans. I mean, in a lot of ways. I can see that. Are you going to do a video where you sit in AK shoes and how you would use the assets? No, I don't do those. Now, and I don't mean that like coming at you about it. Like, no, I don't typically do that. I talk about realistic options. Here's the thing. My mindset, I don't like wasting time on putting together a whole bunch of shit, and it's nothing that AK would do. To just be honest with you. So, like, I do videos and like, hey, these are options for us in this sense. If we want to sign a guard, these are options for us. That I do that type of stuff, but I won't do a video where it's like, let me be AK and I'm going to go through I don't do that shit. Because like, if we had a normal GM, maybe I would do something like that. But AK sees the world in such a different way than most basketball minds that I wouldn't even begin to do that. Isaac would do really great on the Los Angeles Lakers right now, especially with this skill set. Playing off Luka, I can see where you're getting from with that. Derrick Jones Jr. had a very similar role. He played really well with Luka. Anthony Simons must be out. They should probably just announce him being out for the year, too. I would agree with that. P. Will is playing with 4 guys. P. Will is a guy. He's just a guy. I was hoping for a cuff to fall to the Bulls at 9 or 10, but seeing the way he's playing, that ain't happening. Yeah, every mock that I've seen basically is like, hey, one of Keaton Wagler or Braden Burries is going to drop. That's going to be the one that the Bulls probably draft. We'll see who it is. I'm fine with either. Bulls may do something surprising, too. They may surprise all of us and do something that we don't expect and actually get creative. And if they do that, hey, so be it. So be it. But, yeah, we got another game tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night. I will not be live after the game tomorrow night, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and bury the lead there. I'll catch y'all in the morning on the mailbag on Sunday, but I will not be doing a post-game show tomorrow. So I just wanted to put that out there in the air so y'all not worried about where I am, because anytime I don't do a post-game show, I get a bunch of texts like, you good? You okay? You alive? Yes, I'm still alive. I'm still okay. It just won't be a post-game show tomorrow. Not gonna lie, I would like LeBaron Fillion because of his scoring and hustle on D, but I don't know if he can be a shooting. And that's the question, right? Like, I see what you mean there. As far as the skill set, I completely see why you like a player like him. I bet like how you're live how you live in reality with your options. Yeah, I mean, and that's just what it is. Like I'm too literal of a brain to think that. Like I could be very literal sometimes. So like me going through all these options, I'd be like, would AK do this shit? Nah, fuck it. And then I'll just probably stop in the middle of it. So I know people do that. I know that's content that a lot of people like in the offseason. But yeah, I just like and that's the thing about me and like with this channel is that I got to do stuff that I'm interested in. Right? Like, I try never to do anything that's like, oh, I'm going to do this video because this video will get a lot of likes. I feel like once you start kind of focusing on that, that's where things go downhill. I have to do things that creatively keep me interested. And that's that. Otherwise, I'd go crazy with this. I'm not mad at Wagler or Burries if we land either of them. Yeah, I mean, there's positives and negatives about both of them. Some people view it one way, some people view it another way. It is what it is. Just got to see how it's going to continue to go. What? Bulls got me wanting to pull a Tiger Woods. That's, first of all, that's crazy. In a this season, a tanking season where we knew that they were throwing it all, that's crazy. Don't let them get you that upset. Don't let them get you that upset. Please don't. Like, don't do that. Because you ain't got Tiger Woods money. You are going to jail, my boy. You're going to jail if you do that. Super, super jail. I don't need none of y'all in jail, man. Everybody, all my brothers stay jail free, please. Don't need none of y'all going to jail over the Chicago Bulls of all things. Like, go to jail after we win a title and we all just flip out outside the UC. Like, do some shit like that. Don't go to jail over a tanking team. Don't do that. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Step away. Step away. But all right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, especially after such a frustrating second half by the Chicago Bulls. We got 9 more games to get through, y'all. 9 more games to get through. And then we're done. Then we can focus on the draft. We can get ready for the draft lottery. We can do all those type of things. It's almost done, y'all. It's almost done. I appreciate y'all so much, man. You guys are nothing short of amazing. I can't stress that enough. Make sure you guys are following us at Bulls Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullscentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-270-2799. We're the number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. And like I like to end every episode on, go Bulls. Love you guys. See you right if you can, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.